Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this reading. Today we are diving deep, like way down into what their intense, hidden feelings are for you right now. This is a love reading, so keep that in mind, but feel free to apply it to whoever you're drawn to, friend, lover, frenemy. You know how it goes. So what makes this reading special? We're not just scratching the surface. We're really going to try and tap into those undercurrents of emotion that they might not even be fully aware of themselves, which is kind of cool, right? Like, we're going to get to know their feelings better than they do. Okay, so let's dive into the piles. First up, we have pile 1, marked with this beautiful Sodalite Sun, for balancing. This pile is all about navigating calm waters and finding emotional equilibrium amidst intensity, like finding grounded clarity. Then, for pile 2, we have this gorgeous rose quartz palm stone, for clarifying those whispers of the heart and gently unveiling deep-seated emotions. Next is pile 3, and this amazing raw opal crystal, for awakening. This one is all about embracing those raw, unfiltered feelings that are emerging from the subconscious. And finally, for pile 4, we have this powerful citrine dragon, for nurturing. It's about passionately guarding those burgeoning emotions and desires, seeking joyful expression. So take a deep breath, clear your mind, and trust your intuition when choosing a pile. There's no pressure at all. It's totally okay if you're drawn to more than one pile. Maybe there's a message in each one for you. Now, let's take a moment to make a wish, just setting the intention for clarity and guidance as you go through this reading. Choose wisely and enjoy. All right, my friend, if you chose the Sodalite Sun, get ready. This crystal is all about balancing energies, right? It's like navigating calm waters, finding that emotional sweet spot even when things get intense. So let's see what the cards have to say about your journey to finding that grounded clarity because, oh my gosh, these cards, they're talking. First up, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this card is all about change, cycles, destiny shifting. Think of it as the universe giving you a nudge, or maybe even a full-on shove in a new direction. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, honey, anything can happen. It can be like, suddenly everything's amazing, or it can be that you're being forced to face things to move towards the amazing, Basically, life is about to get interesting, and you might feel like you're strapped into a roller coaster, but try to enjoy the ride. Try to remember that change, even when it feels scary, is what makes life worth living. Then we have the 5 of Swords. This card can be a little bit of a downer. It often represents conflict, disagreements, maybe even feeling defeated or like you've been taken advantage of. It could mean you're dealing with some internal battles, too. Like, are you fighting with yourself? Are you going through something, or are you beating yourself up over something? I'm feeling like maybe there's some unresolved stuff that's messing with your equilibrium. Don't let the swords win, all right? It's time to find a better way to deal with conflict and come out on top even when it feels impossible. And finally, we have the World. Yes, this is the card of completion, of achieving your goals, of feeling totally fulfilled and whole. The World is like, you've learned your lessons, you've grown, and now you're ready to step into your best life. The World hints that even with the Wheel of Fortune's crazy changes and the 5 of Swords conflicts, you're on the path to something amazing. This is all leading you to a place of total harmony, a place where you feel connected to everything around you. Basically, get ready to celebrate because you're about to reach a major milestone. You might be entering a brand new phase, a new cycle that is so good for you. Okay, so the 2 of Swords, this is interesting, especially after all of that. It's like you're at a crossroads, You've got options, but you're kind of blindfolded, like you're not really seeing them clearly. It's indecision central, maybe even avoiding a tough choice. So with the Wheel of Fortune shaking things up and the 5 of Swords bringing conflict, this 2 of Swords feels like you're trying to find some calm in the storm, right? Remember the Sodalite Sun. Balancing. You're trying to create that calm, but maybe you're doing it by, avoiding something you need to face. It's like, if I don't look at the problem, it doesn't exist. But honey, we know that's never how it works. Could be you're stuck between two choices and neither one feels quite right, so you're just not choosing. Are you blocking something here? I'm feeling that this indecision, it might be messing with your path to that amazing fulfillment that the world promised. Are you maybe unconsciously stalling or scared to take the leap even though you know it will ultimately lead to that world feeling? Maybe this isn't even about an external choice. Maybe it's an internal battle. Are you fighting with yourself about something? Are you blocking your own intuition? You know, that little voice that tells you what's right. Are you ignoring it because it's scary or hard or something? I feel like there's a need to really tune into what your gut is telling you. With the Sodalite, maybe you're overthinking. You're trying to logic your way through something when you really just need to feel your way through it. You know, and remember the 5 of Swords. Is this indecision related to that conflict somehow? Are you avoiding a confrontation, either with someone else or more likely with yourself? So, this card. It's kinda saying you need to take off the blindfold, even if it's scary. The longer you wait, the more stagnant things become. And the Wheel of Fortune, it keeps turning. It's like things are changing around you whether you like it or not, so you might as well grab the reins, right? Because ultimately, the world is waiting. You just gotta make a choice, hun. This could also mean that you might be someone else's 2 of Swords right now, and their decision or indecision involves you somehow. Ooh-oh. Okay, I'm getting excited for these next cards. Ooh, the 9 of Cups. Well, hello there, wish card. This is usually a really good sign, wishes coming true, feeling content, everything's falling into place. You're sitting there happy as a clam with all your cups full. This card, it's all about satisfaction, feeling good about yourself, feeling like you've got everything you need. So in general, this is a fantastic card, but we gotta see how it fits with everything else that's going on. Okay, so with that Wheel of Fortune shaking things up and the world being the ultimate goal, is the 9 of Cups part of that fulfillment? Is this the universe granting you a wish as you move towards that amazing world feeling? Maybe. But then we've got that 5 of Swords lurking around, and that 2 of Swords blocking everything. So the question is something getting in the way of this wish fulfillment? Are you wishing for something that's actually causing some conflict, either internally or externally? Maybe you're wishing for something that's not really good for you in the long run. Or maybe the conflict from the 5 of Swords is blocking you from actually receiving this wish. Are you so focused on the drama that you're missing the good stuff that's coming your way? And that 2 of Swords, that indecision. Is this wish tied to the choice you're avoiding? If you actually made a decision, would this wish come true? Are you blocking your own blessings by not taking action? It's like the universe is saying, okay, I'm ready to give you what you want, but you gotta meet me halfway. This 9 of Cups, it could be the very thing you're trying to decide about. The outcome hinges on this, you know? Or, this is interesting. Maybe the wish is the 2 of Swords. Maybe you're wishing for clarity, for the ability to make a decision. But the 2 of Swords is still there, so maybe you're not really allowing yourself to see the answer. So, you're wishing for something you already have, in a way. Remember the Sodalite Sun and its balancing act? Maybe this wish is actually about finding that emotional equilibrium. Maybe you're wishing for peace, for calm, for a sense of groundedness. But with all this other stuff going on, it's like you're trying to wish your way out of the problem instead of actually dealing with it. You need to figure out what it is you actually want. Dig deep. What's the wish behind the wish? I think there's something there that you need to uncover before you can truly manifest it. It's like you're so close, but there's still one little piece missing. Ooh-oh, I cannot wait to see what the next card is. Okay, so the Hanged Man, wow, this card is really interesting here. This is all about surrender, a total shift in perspective. It means pausing, completely letting go of control and seeing things from a totally different angle. It's almost like to move forward you have to, willingly hang upside down for a while, you know? Are you kidding me? So with everything we've already got going on, the Hanged Man is, amplifying it all. So think about the Wheel of Fortune. With all that change happening, the Hanged Man might be saying, you can't control where the wheel lands, so just surrender to the ride. Let it take you where it needs to take you, even if it's scary. And with that Five of Swords conflict, maybe the Hanged Man is urging you to stop fighting. Like, give up the battle, walk away, and see what happens when you're not in the middle of the drama, you know? Is there a battle, or are you just arguing to be right? Now, with the Two of Swords indecision, the Hanged Man, it's almost screaming. Stop trying to force a decision. Just let it go, and the answer will come to you. Maybe the answer isn't even what you expect, but you won't see it until you surrender. Instead of trying to figure everything out logically, just like trust the universe. Trust your intuition. That Sodalite Sun crystal, balancing everything, wants you to relax. And then there's the Nine of Cups, that wish card. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Maybe, just maybe, the Hanged Man is saying that the wish will only come true if you're willing to sacrifice something. Like, what are you willing to give up to get what you truly want? Maybe it's a belief, maybe it's a relationship, or maybe it's just your ego. Sometimes, we have to let go of something that's holding us back before we can move forward and have our wishes come true. Is the universe testing you here? Like, are you really ready for this wish? Are you willing to make the necessary sacrifices? I'm feeling like this could be about a romantic relationship. Is there a relationship that's been on hold, where you've had to make a lot of sacrifices? This might also be saying, you need to release control. Are you so focused on the details? Are you so focused on micromanaging the situation that you're blocking the natural flow? Sometimes you need to be in order to see things clearly. Wow, this is intense. I cannot wait to see what the final card says. Okay, so the Devil. Ooh, this is intense. So the Devil card, you know, it's not always a bad thing, but it definitely points to some, like, really strong, maybe even obsessive energy. This card often represents feeling trapped, feeling addicted to something or someone, maybe unhealthy attachments. It can also be about, like, shadow self stuff. So, like with everything else going on. Wow. Okay, so let's think, how does this fit? The Wheel of Fortune's crazy changes, the Five of Swords conflict, that Two of Swords indecision, the Nine of Cups wish, and the Hanged Man's sacrifice. The Devil is like amplifying all of it, but in a like more intense way. First thought, someone, either you or the person you're thinking about, is feeling seriously obsessed. Like seriously obsessed. Remember all that talk about control with the Hanged Man? Well, the Devil is like the opposite of surrender. It's trying to control everything. So maybe someone is feeling chained to this situation somehow, unable to let go. Is that Five of Swords conflict actually feeding this obsession? Are they like addicted to the drama? Like the Devil energy thrives on chaos, you know? Maybe the conflict is a way of keeping the connection alive, even if it's unhealthy. This could be really unhealthy. And the Two of Swords. Is someone feeling trapped by their indecision? Like they know they need to make a choice, but they're so afraid of the consequences that they're just like stuck in this devilish loop. Or maybe the indecision is the addiction. Like they're addicted to the push and pull of not knowing. Ouch, now the Nine of Cups wish. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe the wish itself is tied to this devil energy. Like maybe someone is wishing for something that's actually toxic or bad for them. A forbidden love kind of situation. Or are they wishing for control over the other person? That's a huge red flag. Remember the Sodalite Sun, balancing energies? Yeah, this is like totally out of balance. Someone needs to check themselves before they wreck themselves, seriously. Then, with the Hanged Man's sacrifice, maybe someone feels like they've sacrificed too much already, and now they're resentful. Like they're trapped in this cycle of giving and giving, but not getting anything back. They feel like they can't escape this thing, right? Is someone sacrificing their own well-being for this connection? Is this person maybe you, like, are you ignoring red flags? Or are you, like, really into this person and not seeing that they are bad for you? This could be like a warning signal. But here's another thought. The Devil can also represent really intense passion, like raw, animalistic attraction. So maybe someone is just feeling incredibly drawn to you, like they can't resist you. But like, it's still important to be aware of the potential for things to get out of control. This person you are thinking about may have very deep, intense, hidden feelings for you. What will you do? Ooh, I'm so excited to pull the next card. Okay, so the sun. Oh my gosh, after all that, this is like a huge sigh of relief. This card is pure, unadulterated joy, like the universe is giving you a massive hug. This is the light at the end of the tunnel, honey. So after all the Wheel of Fortune's craziness, the Five of Swords conflict, the Two of Swords indecision, even that intense devil card. The sun is saying you're coming out on top. Now, remember that Sodalite Sun. Balancing. This is where it all comes together. The sun suggests that you've learned how to navigate those turbulent waters, how to find that emotional equilibrium even when things get heavy. This is you, shining your light, being your authentic self, and attracting all the good things in life. So how does this play out with everything else? Well, maybe you've overcome that devil energy. Maybe you've broken free from an unhealthy attachment or an obsession. The sun is saying that you've chosen yourself, you've chosen joy, and you're not letting anything hold you back. And that hanged man's sacrifice, maybe you did have to give something up to get here. Maybe you had to let go of a relationship, a belief, or just your ego. But the sun is proving that it was worth it. You're now free to bask in the warmth of your own success and happiness. Or maybe all that devil energy was just a wake-up call. Maybe it was a sign that you needed to make some changes, to set some boundaries, to reclaim your power. And the sun is saying that you did it. You stepped into your light, and you're not afraid to shine. What about the Two of Swords? Did you finally make a decision? The sun suggests that whatever choice you made, it was the right one. You took off the blindfold, you faced your fears, and now you're reaping the rewards. And that Nine of Cups wish, it's coming true, baby. All your dreams are within reach. The sun is like the ultimate wish fulfillment card. Here's the thing, though. The sun isn't just about external success. It's about inner joy, inner peace, inner radiance. It's about loving yourself, accepting yourself, and celebrating yourself for who you are. So, my friend, embrace this energy. Let your light shine. Share your joy with the world. You've earned it. The universe is cheering you on. And even if there are still some challenges along the way, remember that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience to overcome anything. Now go get 'em, Tiger. Okay, bestie, let's dive in. Rose Quartz is all about clarifying emotions, right? And our theme is Whispers of the Heart, gently unveiling deep-seated emotions and hidden vulnerabilities, seeking connection. So get ready for some major heart-to-heart action. Oh my gosh, this is already so juicy. First up, we have the Chariot. But listen, this isn't just any chariot, okay? This is like a chariot of repressed desires, hidden intensity. I'm getting the feeling that this person is super driven, very successful, totally in control. But underneath that hue, there's this volcanic eruption of feelings for you that they're trying to keep under wraps. It's like they have this vision of success, and they're barreling towards it, but you are like this massive distraction they can't quite deal with right now but desperately want. They want to win, and the prize is you. Their feelings are intense but controlled, Then we have the Nine of Cups, the wish card, baby. This is where it gets really exciting because this card screams secret wish fulfillment. This person, deep down, like in the hidden chambers of their heart, dreams of a life with you, okay? But here's the kicker. It's not just a casual, hey, let's grab coffee kind of wish. This is a deep, vulnerable, soul-level longing, and it scares the crap out of them. Because with the Nine of Cups, you have to open yourself up to truly receiving, and that means being vulnerable. What if you don't feel the same way? What if they get rejected? That's a huge fear for them, so they keep it hidden under the surface. And that leads us to strength. This is all about inner power, about finding the courage to face those fears and embrace vulnerability. This person has the capacity for immense strength, but they need to realize that true strength isn't about controlling everything. It's about being brave enough to show their true feelings, to be authentic, even if it means risking getting hurt. Right now, they're in this battle with themselves, trying to decide whether to stay safe and guarded or to take a leap of faith and reveal their true feelings. The presence of strength means that they absolutely have the inner resources to do this, but it's a process, It requires them to confront their deepest fears and choose courage over comfort. But can they? Oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. Okay, so Temperance, right? After all that intense internal drama, it's like the universe is saying, okay, chill, breathe. This isn't about instant gratification or like some grand, sweeping romantic gesture. It's about finding a rhythm, a balance, a way to integrate these intense feelings into their already very busy and controlled life. So, like, Temperance is all about harmony. Think of it as mixing two different liquids, right? You can't just dump them together. You have to gently pour, stir, and find that perfect blend. So, with the Chariot being all about control, and the Nine of Cups about wish fulfillment, and the Strength card being like a battle of wills, Temperance is like the antidote, you know. It's showing them that they don't have to choose between their ambition and their heart. They can find a way to merge the two. But here's the thing, it takes time. It takes patience. This isn't a quick fix, it's a process of like alchemizing their desires and fears. They need to be patient with themselves, patient with you, and trust that things will unfold in the right time, in the right way. Okay, so how does this play out practically? I think this card is telling them, or maybe you, to focus on compromise. Like, what are they willing to give up? What are you willing to give up? It's not about one person completely changing for the other, but about finding a middle ground where both of you feel seen, heard, and valued. And maybe it's about, like, slowing things down. Maybe they need to take the pressure off themselves to, like, declare their undying love and instead focus on building a solid foundation of friendship and trust. Or, and this is important, maybe it's you who needs to practice some temperance, you know. Maybe you're feeling impatient, wanting them to just hurry up and confess their feelings, but this card is saying, hey, give them space. Let them figure things out. This is a dance, not a race. I love this. Okay, I am so ready to see what happens next, you know. What's the next step in this beautiful dance? Okay. So, like, after all that temperance, all that slow and steady we get. The Tower. Oh my God, this is not what I was expecting, but also maybe it is. Okay, so, like, the Tower is all about sudden change, upheaval, destruction even, but it's also about, like, necessary change, you know. Like, sometimes things have to fall apart so that something better can be built in its place. So, given everything we've seen so far, with the Chariot holding on tight, the Nine of Cups keeping those wishes hidden, the Strength card fighting itself, and the Temperance card trying to find balance, like, maybe this Tower moment is the only way this person is actually going to be shaken out of their control freak zone, you know. It's like all that repressed energy, all those hidden feelings, have finally reached a breaking point, and boom, something has to give. Now, this could manifest in a few different ways. It could be something external, like maybe there's a shakeup at work that forces them to reevaluate their priorities. Or maybe there's some kind of unexpected crisis in their personal life that makes them realize what's truly important. Or, and this is where it gets really interesting, maybe the Tower is an internal thing. Maybe they finally crack under the pressure of their own emotions and, like, finally have to admit how they really feel about you. That's where this card could turn out to be extremely positive, ultimately, because it shakes them loose, right? Because think about it, bestie, they've been trying so hard to control everything, to keep their feelings in check, to maintain this image of strength and success. But the Tower is saying, nope, you can't control everything. Sometimes you just have to let go and trust that things will work out, even if it's scary. Now, the thing about the Tower is that it's rarely comfortable. It's like messy and chaotic, and it can feel like the end of the world. But it's also an opportunity, a chance to rebuild on a stronger foundation, a foundation built on truth and authenticity. It's like maybe all those wishes in the Nine of Cups were, like, built on a false pretense of control. This Tower moment can clear space for what they really want deep down. So, what does this mean for you? Well, buckle up, because things might get a little rocky for a bit. This person might be going through a lot of emotional turmoil right now, and they might not be able to express themselves clearly or rationally. Be patient, but also, don't be afraid to stand your ground. This Tower moment is happening for a reason, and it could ultimately lead to a much deeper and more fulfilling connection between you two, if they can pull through this. Now I'm dying to know how this all turns out. What is coming next? Okay, so after that tower moment, we get the Five of Wands. Hugh, so like the Five of Wands is all about conflict, right? But it's not like a serious battle, more like a skirmish, a clash of egos, a little bit of chaos, you know? Think of it like a bunch of people waving sticks around, all trying to assert themselves, but not really hurting each other, really. So it is a card about competition, disagreements, and feeling like you're in the middle of a chaotic situation where everyone's vying for attention or trying to prove they're right. So how does this connect to that tower moment, right? Well, after a big shakeup, there's bound to be some fallout, some confusion, some people scrambling to regain their footing. Remember how the tower was all about releasing control. So maybe the Five of Wands is showing us what happens when that control is gone. Everyone's trying to figure out the new lay of the land, and there's going to be some friction, inevitably. And with the Chariot's repressed feelings still lingering in the air, and the Nine of Cups wishes being shaken up, and the Strength card's internal battle, this Five of Wands energy feels like everything is coming to a head, right? All that inner turmoil is now spilling out into the open, causing even more chaos. Now, this conflict can manifest in a bunch of different ways, right? Maybe this person is suddenly finding themselves in disagreements with everyone. Like at work, with friends, even with you. Maybe the tower event stirred up so much stuff that they're just, like, generally irritable and argumentative. Or, and this is interesting, maybe the Five of Wands is representing an internal conflict. Still, right? Maybe they're battling with themselves about whether to actually be vulnerable and express those Nine of Cups wishes, especially because the tower just shook up all their previous plans. Like, do they risk it all now? Or do they retreat and try to regain control? And this is a big, or maybe the conflict is directly with you, or like, because of you, or because of their feelings for you. Maybe the tower moment made them realize they need to, like, fight for you, or that they need to, like, confront their own insecurities to be worthy of you. Or, maybe they push you away because they're scared of their feelings, creating conflict between you two instead. Remember our rose quartz and the theme of clarifying emotions. Even though the Five of Wands feels chaotic, it's also about, like, testing your strength and figuring out what you really want. This conflict, as uncomfortable as it might be, is ultimately forcing this person to clarify their feelings, to see what they're truly willing to fight for. Is it you? So what does all this mean? Is this a good sign, a bad sign, or just a really confusing sign? Okay, so, like, after all that drama, the Five of Wands, all that conflict, now we get the Four of Pentacles. Oh, honey, this could be interesting, you know? So generally, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on tight to what you have, right? It's about feeling secure, maybe a little bit. Stingy, even. Like you're clutching your possessions, your resources, your feelings close to your chest, afraid of losing them. So after that tower moment, and all that chaotic energy of the Five of Wands, it's like this person is trying to, like, rebuild their defenses, you know? With the Chariot being all about control, the Nine of Cups with the secret wishes, the Strength card being like, can I be vulnerable? The Tower tearing it all down, and the Five of Wands making everything chaotic, this Four of Pentacles feels like a major step back, you know? Like they're trying to regain control after losing it all. It's like they're thinking, okay, that was too much. I need to, like, shut down my feelings and just focus on what's safe and secure. Maybe they're even, like, trying to control the situation with you, you know? Like putting up walls to keep you at a distance. But here's the thing. Rose quartz is all about clarifying, right? So maybe this Four of Pentacles isn't just about being stingy. Maybe it's about realizing what's truly valuable to them. Are they hoarding their feelings because they're scared of getting hurt? Or because they realize you are, like, a precious gem they don't want to lose? It could go either way. But remember, our theme is whispers of the heart. So this Four of Pentacles, this is about someone who has some major emotions going on, but they are super unsure about how to deal with them. They are clamping down. So, like, what does this mean for you, right? Well, it could mean that this person is going to be a little bit distant, a little bit guarded. Don't take it personally, you know? It's not necessarily about you, it's about their own insecurities. But it could also mean that they're starting to realize how much you mean to them, and they're afraid of messing things up, so they get super protective. So which is it? OMG, I'm dying to know what card we get next. Is it fear or love? Okay, bestie, so like after all that, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This is like the universe stepping in and saying, okay, enough with the drama. It's time for things to shift. You know. So with the Chariot trying to control everything, 9 of Cups wishing in secret, Strength battling it out, the Tower shaking things up, 5 of Wands, all the conflict, 4 of Pentacles, the clamping down, the Wheel of Fortune is like destiny calling. This is about cycles, about things turning around, about fate intervening, baby. So like, after all that intense emotion and internal struggle, this card is saying that things are about to change, and probably for the better. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, it's not always about instant, magical transformations, right? It's about recognizing that life is a series of ups and downs, and that we're constantly moving through different phases. So maybe that 4 of Pentacles moment, where they were holding back, that was just a temporary thing, a necessary step in the cycle. Now, the wheel is turning, and they're being pushed to, like, let go of that control and embrace the unknown. And with our rose quartz in mind, this turning wheel is going to clarify so much. Like, maybe they realized that holding on so tight, that 4 of Pentacles energy, was actually pushing you away. Maybe they're finally realizing that being vulnerable and expressing those 9 of Cups wishes is the only way to truly find happiness. So, what does this mean for you, right? Well, first of all, it means you gotta be ready for anything. Things could change quickly, and you might not always see it coming. But it also means you gotta trust the process. The universe has a plan, even if you can't see it right now. And with the Chariot and the Strength cards still lingering, this is about taking the reins, you know. It's about recognizing that even though the wheel is turning, you still have the power to influence your own destiny. So like, maybe this person finally realizes that they need to stop fighting their feelings and just go for it. Maybe they finally confess those secret wishes and take a leap of faith. Or maybe, and this is just as important, maybe they realize that you're not the right person for them, and the wheel turns in a different direction, leading you both towards something even better. Whatever happens, trust that it's all part of a bigger plan. This is the universe pushing you both towards clarity, towards your highest good. So embrace the ride, bestie. It's gonna be wild, but it's gonna be amazing. You got this. Hey there, welcome to your reading. You chose the Opal Raw Crystal. How cool is that? So this crystal is all about awakening, right? And your reading is themed around untamed depths. It's about embracing those raw, unfiltered feelings that are like bubbling up from your subconscious, searching for something truly authentic. Get ready. Okay, so the first card we have is the Chariot. Ooh, this is already interesting. So the Chariot is all about like forward motion, willpower, control, right? But it's also about overcoming obstacles. So right off the bat, I'm feeling like this person, the person who has these intense hidden feelings for you, has been really focused on, you know, moving forward in their life. They've been super driven, maybe career-oriented, or just like really set on achieving their goals. But like, there's been something holding them back, an obstacle they haven't quite been able to like fully conquer. And what if that obstacle is their feelings for you? Could be. Then we have the 6 of Cups. Oh my gosh. This is like childhood memories, nostalgia, familiar faces, right? It's about looking back, and this is so interesting paired with the Chariot. Because like, they're trying to move forward, be all strong and independent, but the 6 of Cups is pulling them back. Maybe you remind them of a simpler time, a happier time, you know? Maybe you too have a history, or you just evoke this feeling of comfort and nostalgia in them. They could be thinking about you, like, a lot. Maybe they even see you as someone who represents pure joy, like innocence, and they're really craving that in their life right now, especially while they're trying to, like, chariot their way through life, you know? Like maybe you're the opposite energy that they have in their life right now. And then, the 10 of Cups. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like the ultimate happy family card, right? Emotional fulfillment, harmony, a stable, loving relationship. So this isn't just some passing crush, This is deep. They're not just thinking about you nostalgically. They're low-key picturing a whole future with you. They might not even realize it consciously yet because remember, we have that opal energy of awakening. But subconsciously, they're dreaming of having that perfect 10 of Cups, picture-perfect life with you. Maybe they see you as their soulmate, someone who embodies all the things they're looking for in a long-term partner. It's like the Chariot is their present, the 6 of Cups is their past, and the 10 of Cups is their ultimate desire, and you, my friend, are at the center of it all. Okay, so wow, the Fool, this is huge. After all that Chariot energy, them trying to be all controlled and focused, now we have the Fool. It's like all bets are off. The Fool is all about new beginnings, innocence, right? Like taking a leap of faith without looking. So maybe all this forward motion they've been so focused on, it's been missing something like a spark, some spontaneity. Maybe they realize they've been playing it too safe, and you represent that leap they need to take. It's almost like the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, those feelings, those memories, that dream of a future, it's all building up to this moment where they're just screw it, I'm going for it. They're ready to just jump into the unknown with you, consequences be damned, Maybe they've been overthinking it, analyzing everything, but now they're just feeling this urge to be totally present, to embrace the moment. But okay, here's the thing, the Fool can also represent fear, right? They might be scared of looking foolish. They could be thinking, oh my God, what if I'm totally misreading the signals? What if I make a fool of myself? That self-doubt creeping in. Especially after the Chariot, this could be terrifying for them. It's a complete 180 from, being in control. They could be battling between that desire to just be free and spontaneous and the fear of messing everything up. Are they worried about ruining a friendship? Are they scared of rejection? Maybe they're overthinking every little thing you've said or done, trying to figure out if you feel the same way. It's like they're standing at the edge of a cliff, ready to jump, but also terrified of falling. This could be a really vulnerable position for them. Remember that opal raw crystal energy, that awakening. This could be the moment of truth, the moment where they decide to either embrace the unknown or retreat back into their comfort zone. This is so exciting, but also a little nerve-wracking, right? Okay, I'm so curious what the next card is going to be, because this could really go either way. Okay, so wow, 2 of Swords. Oh my gosh, this card is so interesting in this context. So the 2 of Swords is all about making a difficult decision, right? Being at a crossroads, but also it can represent denial, not wanting to see the truth. Oh my God, this is huge. So after all that Fool energy, them being ready to just jump, maybe this is showing they've slammed on the brakes, they're totally frozen. Maybe they're so scared of taking that leap that they're intentionally blocking their own feelings. It's like they're blindfolded, right? They can't see a clear path forward. Maybe they're overthinking it, weighing the pros and cons a million times, but ultimately they're paralyzed by fear. Oh my gosh, are they scared of rejection? Is that what this is? Are they terrified of ruining the friendship? That would make so much sense. Because with the 6 of Cups, there's already that established connection, that comfort, and maybe they're just so afraid of messing that up that they're choosing to stay stuck. Or what if they're in denial about their feelings altogether? Maybe they're trying to convince themselves that it's just nostalgia, that it's just a friendly thing, But deep down, they know it's more than that, especially after pulling that 10 of Cups, right? Oh my gosh, this is so complicated. They could be battling themselves internally, one sword is the Chariot, the need for control, and the other sword is the Fool, that desire for freedom and spontaneity, right? And they're just stuck in the middle, unable to choose. It's like they're trying to find a balance, but they don't know how. Oh my gosh, you know what? Maybe they're even projecting. Maybe they're so unsure of how you feel that they're just assuming you don't feel the same way, and that's why they're holding back. It's like they're seeing all these possibilities, all these potential outcomes, and it's just overwhelming them. They need to, take off the blindfold and actually see what's in front of them. Maybe they need to have an honest conversation with themselves, or even with you, but that's the scary part, right? With that opal raw crystal energy, that awakening, it's like they're on the verge of realizing something big, but they're also resisting it. They're pushing it away. Oh my gosh, this could also mean they're just really conflicted about something else entirely, and it's clouding their judgment. So, the feelings are still there, but they might not be focused on them right now. There might be another big decision that's taking up all their mental energy. The Two of Swords can also represent avoiding conflict, keeping the peace at all costs. So, maybe they're afraid that expressing their feelings would create drama or upset the balance in their life, and it's easier to just pretend like everything's fine. Oh my God, I wonder which way this is gonna go. Okay, oh my gosh, okay, here we go. The next card is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles, it's hardship, feeling left out, maybe feeling poor, or just feeling alone, Oh man, this is so heavy after all that back and forth. What does this even mean? Okay, so maybe, this is showing that they're really feeling insecure right now. Maybe the Two of Swords is actually stemming from a deeper fear of not being good enough, Maybe they're looking at themselves and feeling like they don't have anything to offer. In a relationship way. Ouch. Maybe they feel like they're not attractive enough, or successful enough, or interesting enough for you, and that's why they're holding back, Maybe that leap of faith with the Fool feels too big, because they're so worried about failing, about being rejected, and ending up even more alone, more isolated. Or, okay, what if this isn't about them feeling inadequate, but about a real hardship they're going through? Maybe they're dealing with some financial stress, or a health issue, or a family problem, and they just feel like they can't focus on anything else right now. Maybe they feel like they can't be a good partner to you because they're so preoccupied with all this other stuff. That Two of Swords could be them being blinded by their own real-world problems, their own issues, and trying to almost protect you from it, And oh my gosh, what if they're feeling left out by you? Maybe they see you as being surrounded by other people, by a great support system, and they feel like they're on the outside looking in, Maybe they feel like they don't fit into your world, and that's making them hesitant to even try. That could connect with the Six of Cups, too, right? Maybe they feel like they're not part of your happy memories, your history, and that's creating a distance. It's with that Ten of Cups energy, they want that happy family, that connection, but the Five of Pentacles is making them feel like it's just not possible, like they're not worthy or it's out of reach. That opal raw crystal energy, that awakening, it's maybe they're realizing all these insecurities, all these fears, and it's overwhelming them. And that's why the Two of Swords is still there. They're in denial, they're hiding their feelings. It's they're stuck in this loop of wanting you, but also feeling like they can't have you. Okay, so, yeah, this definitely adds a layer of complexity, right? I'm so curious to see what the next card reveals, because this could either be a turning point, or just a confirmation of their fears. Okay, oh my gosh, here we go, the next card is the Knight of Swords. Whoa. Okay, so this is intense energy, right? This knight is all about action, charging forward, being super direct, maybe even a little reckless. So, after all that hesitation with the Two of Swords and feeling down with the Five of Pentacles, is this them finally deciding to, do something? Okay, so, maybe they're done wallowing in their insecurities, Maybe they're screw it, I'm just gonna tell them how I feel, full force ahead. That Fool energy is coming back, but this time with a plan, or at least the illusion of a plan, It's they're tired of being stuck, tired of being in denial, and they're just gonna, cut through all the BS and go for it. But okay, here's the thing, the Knight of Swords can also be, a bit of a know-it-all, right? They can be so focused on their own ideas that they don't really listen to anyone else. So maybe they're not actually considering your feelings at all, maybe they've built up this whole scenario in their head, and they're just acting on that without even checking in with you, which, could be a disaster. Oh my gosh, you know what this could be? What if they are going to, declare their feelings in some grand gesture kind of way, you know? But what if it's completely out of the blue for you? What if you're not even on the same page? That could be really awkward, right? Or, okay, what if they're using this Knight of Swords energy to, push you away? Maybe they're so scared of being vulnerable that they're going to, create a fight, or, be super argumentative just to keep you at a distance. That could be connected to the Five of Pentacles, feeling unworthy, so they're, subconsciously sabotaging things before they can even start, you know? They create conflict to avoid being vulnerable. They are trying to not make a fool of themselves, going back to that original card. You know what I mean. So, are they going to sweep you off your feet or completely scare you away? Okay, I am seriously on the edge of my seat over here to see what comes next, because this could really go either way. Okay, oh my gosh, the Eight of Wands, this is things are about to move fast, you know? After all that build-up, all that tension, it's bam, everything's happening at once. So, maybe that Knight of Swords energy, that impulsiveness, it actually works out, you know? Maybe they do declare their feelings, and you're totally receptive, and it's instant connection, boom, relationship, overnight. Or, okay, maybe it's not quite that dramatic, but the Eight of Wands can also just represent clear communication, right? So maybe, all those mixed signals, all that confusion, it just dissolves, you know. Maybe you two finally have a heart-to-heart, and everything just clicks into place. You both lay your cards on the table, and you realize you've been feeling the same way all along, you know. Oh my gosh, how awesome would that be? But okay, even if it's not a romantic thing, the Eight of Wands can also just mean things are aligning in your favor, right? So, maybe this whole situation, it's pushing you both to grow, to be more honest with yourselves, to figure out what you really want, you know. Maybe this person, they realize they're not ready for a relationship, or maybe you realize you're not interested, and that's okay too, you know. Because the Eight of Wands, it's about clarity, about things moving in the right direction, even if it's not the direction you initially expected. Remember that opal raw crystal energy, that awakening. This whole situation, it's forcing you both to wake up, to see things more clearly, to embrace your authentic selves. And that's always a good thing, even if it's a little scary, right? So trust your intuition, pay attention to the signs, and don't be afraid to communicate, you know? Because the universe, it's got your back, and even if things don't go exactly as planned, everything's working out for your highest good. So yeah, embrace the speed, embrace the change, and get ready for things to take off, because this is just the beginning of a whole new chapter. It will be a wild ride, but it will be fun. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so, Citrine Dragon, right? Nurturing, fiery protection, passionately guarding burgeoning emotions. It's these feelings, these intense hidden feelings, are being so carefully protected, like a little flame you don't want to extinguish too soon, you know? It wants joyful expression. So with that energy in mind, let's dive into these cards. Oh my gosh. First up, we have the Magician. Okay, so the Magician is all about potential, right? It's about having all the tools you need to manifest something amazing. And with this reading being about their hidden feelings for you, it's they have all the potential within them to make something real, to create something tangible with these feelings. Maybe they're just realizing the extent of their feelings, and now they feel empowered to actually do something about it. It feels like they see you as the key to unlocking something big within themselves. What if they've been holding back, thinking they weren't ready, but now they see all the signs pointing to you? Wow. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Destiny Central. This card is saying things are turning in your favor. The universe is conspiring to bring you and this person together. There's a sense of inevitability here, no matter what, these feelings are going to come to light, and things are going to shift. The wheel is turning, baby. Maybe they've been going through a period of uncertainty, but now, bam, clarity. And it's all thanks to you. This could mean literally anything, but what if they've been waiting for a sign and you are that sign? And finally, the Six of Wands. Oh, I love this card. This is victory, public recognition, success. So all those hidden feelings, they're not going to stay hidden for long. This card says that whatever happens between you two, it's going to be celebrated, or at least acknowledged in a big way. People are going to see it. People are going to know. Maybe this person has been hesitant to express their feelings because they were afraid of what others would think, but now they're ready to shout it from the rooftops. Or, at least admit it to themselves and maybe you. Either way, get ready for some serious recognition coming your way. Together, these cards really amplify the feeling of passion and protection from the crystal dragon. All signs are pointing towards a really exciting time. Okay, wow. So we've got the Magician showing the potential, the Wheel of Fortune basically screaming destiny, and the Six of Wands saying their feelings are gonna be known, celebrated even, right? It's like a crescendo of emotions about to burst. And now, we get the Six of Swords. This is interesting. Okay, so the Six of Swords at its core is about moving on, like literally moving from troubled waters to calmer seas. It's like leaving something behind, a journey. So, how does this fit? Well, maybe, just maybe, this person realizing their intense feelings for you is forcing them to leave something else behind. Like perhaps they were in a situation or a mindset that wasn't really serving them. And these feelings, these powerful, protected feelings are the catalyst for change, It's like they're saying, okay, I feel this strongly, I need to make a change. Think about it, maybe they need to distance themselves from a friendship that's holding them back, or a job that's draining their energy, or even a belief system that no longer resonates. It could even be a physical move, Like, maybe they are considering moving closer to you, like, whoa. But here's the thing, this isn't necessarily a sad card. It's a card of hope, of moving towards something better. Like, the waters might be choppy now, but they're headed for calmer shores. And in this context, those calmer shores could totally be a relationship with you. I mean, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, they all point to that. Maybe they've been afraid of commitment, or afraid of opening up, and this journey, this leaving behind, is about shedding those fears. It's like they're finally ready to take that leap of faith, knowing that on the other side is something truly special. It could be a literal journey, or a metaphorical one. Either way, there is some mental baggage that they are leaving behind. So get ready because big changes are incoming. And with that fiery protection we talked about earlier, these changes are being guarded, made with intention. They are protecting something very important and taking it with them on this journey. Their feelings for you. Okay, this is getting good. But what awaits them on this journey? What challenges or rewards are they going to encounter? Let's pull the next card. Okay, wowza. So after that journey from the Six of Swords, we get the Chariot. Oh, this is getting so juicy. So the Chariot at its heart is about control, willpower, victory, right? It's about harnessing opposing forces and driving forward. So how does this fit into their hidden feelings? Well, it's like they're not just passively feeling these things anymore. They're actively deciding to do something about them, It's like they're grabbing the reins and saying, okay, I'm feeling this intensely, I'm not going to let anything stop me. Maybe there are obstacles in their way, maybe there are doubts and fears, but the Chariot energy is about overcoming those challenges with sheer determination. Remember that fiery protection from the Citrine dragon. It's like they're channeling that energy into protecting their pursuit of you, It's like those hidden feelings are now the driving force behind their actions. They are really in control and going after this. Think about it, maybe they've been wanting to express their feelings for a while, but something has been holding them back. Fear of rejection, societal expectations. I don't know, but the Chariot says, forget all that, I'm going for it. This could manifest in so many ways, it's crazy. Maybe they start initiating contact more, planning dates, being more open and vulnerable. Or maybe they make a grand gesture, like something bold and unforgettable. I just can't imagine what that looks like, but I love it. But here's the thing, the Chariot isn't always smooth sailing. There can be inner conflicts, opposing desires, Maybe a part of them is still scared, still hesitant, but another part is saying, no, this is worth fighting for. It's like they're battling their own demons to clear the path for love, which is so hot. Like maybe they are going through a period of self-reflection. They want to make sure that they are approaching you from an authentic place. This is so exciting and so real. Like, imagine them mustering all their courage, thinking of you, taking a deep breath, and just going for it. Whether it's a text, a phone call, or a knock at your door, the chariot energy is undeniable. It's like they're saying, I'm here, I'm serious, and I'm not backing down. But what will be the result of all this intense willpower? What awaits them at the finish line? Let's pull the final card to find out. Okay, oh my gosh. So after all that chariot energy, we get the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is like the ultimate confident, radiant, and fiery woman, right? She's all about embracing your passions, being bold, and just shining your light. So, like, how does this fit in with all those hidden feelings, the journey, and that chariot willpower? Oh, there are so many possibilities here. I can barely contain myself, hee. Okay, first thought, like, maybe this Queen of Wands energy is actually them. Like, maybe all that chariot determination is because they are tapping into their inner Queen of Wands. It's like they're realizing their own worth, their own power, and that's fueling their desire to pursue you. They are feeling good, feeling confident, and it's all radiating outwards towards you. It's like they've finally found their inner fire and they're ready to let it burn, And that confidence, it is so attractive. Or what if the Queen of Wands is someone else entirely? Like maybe there's someone in their life, a friend, a mentor, even a family member, who embodies that Queen of Wands energy and is influencing them, like inspiring them to go after what they want, inspiring them to be brave. Or maybe, just maybe, this Queen of Wands is you. OMG. What if they see you as this radiant, confident being, and that's what's drawing them to you? That's what's fueling all those intense, hidden feelings. It's like they're admiring you from afar and wanting to be closer to that amazing energy. Okay, I'm getting chills. But here's the thing, with the crystal dragon energy of nurturing and joyful expression, this queen could be the key to that. What if their pursuit of you brings out your inner Queen of Wands? What if this whole situation helps you to embrace your own passions, your own confidence, and to shine even brighter? The potential for growth here is just insane. Think about it, maybe you've been feeling a little insecure lately, or a little unsure of yourself. But their attention, their admiration, their fiery pursuit, could be just the thing you need to step into your own power. Like, imagine feeling so desired, so appreciated, that you just can't help but radiate confidence. It is like they are unlocking something within you. Oh my gosh, this is like a domino effect of amazingness. Their feelings for you empower them, which in turn empowers you, and then you empower them even more. It's like a positive feedback loop of fiery passion. The possibilities are endless. Okay, but what is the final outcome of all of this? What happens when they unleash their inner chariot and their inner Queen of Wands and come barreling towards you with all that passion? We have to pull the final card. Okay, oh my goodness, after all that Queen of Wands energy, we pull the Star. Okay, like that's amazing, I mean, wow. The Star is like all about hope, inspiration, healing, It's like after all that intensity, after all that passion, there's this sense of calm, of peace, of knowing that everything is going to be okay. This is seriously so good. Okay, so how does this fit in with their hidden feelings? Well, maybe this person sees you as their star, Like, you are the one who inspires them, who gives them hope for the future. It's like they've been wandering in the dark, and you're the light that guides them. Maybe they feel like you understand them on a deeper level, that you see the real them, the vulnerable them. Remember that Six of Swords when they were leaving baggage behind? Well, you could be their calm after the storm. Okay, but what if you are going through a difficult time? The Star could mean that their feelings for you are bringing healing into your life. It's like their admiration, their affection, is helping you to see your own beauty, your own worth. It's helping you to believe in yourself again, Maybe you've been feeling lost or discouraged, but their presence in your life is reminding you of your own potential. Think about it. What if they've been hesitant to reveal their feelings because they didn't want to burden you? But what if they're showing you their nurturing side like our Citrine dragon is all about? But the star energy is about trust, vulnerability, letting go of your fears. It's about believing that love can heal all wounds. And maybe, just maybe, you both need that healing right now. And you can give it to each other. This is all so beautiful. And how perfect that it's coming up now. It's like a cool breeze after a long, hot day, you know. So get ready to feel refreshed, renewed, and inspired. This person's feelings for you are like a gift from the universe, a reminder that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are never alone. This is just wow. Are you ready for the next card? Let's see what's coming. Okay, so after all that star energy, we get strength. Oh my gosh, that's like the perfect card to end on, right? I mean, strength is all about inner power, courage, compassion. It's about taming the beast within, you know, not by force, but by understanding and love. And after this crazy journey of hidden feelings and chariot determination and all this destiny stuff, it makes total sense. So, how does this strength card really tie everything together? Well, first of all, it's like all that fire, all that passion from the Queen of Wands, and the Citrine Dragon's fiery protection. The Strength card is saying, okay, now it's time to channel that energy, to use it wisely. It's not about bulldozing your way through, it's about being brave but also gentle, both with yourself and with this person. You know, this isn't the time to be timid. Maybe this person is finally realizing just how strong you are. Maybe they've been intimidated by your power, but now they're seeing it as a strength, as something they admire and desire. They are now stepping into their strength. Or maybe this is a message for you. Maybe you need to tap into your own inner strength right now. You know, to set boundaries, to communicate your needs, to trust your intuition. It's like spirit saying you are capable of handling whatever comes next. Remember that journey from the Six of Swords? You're gonna need strength to leave that baggage behind. All of those changes are going to really test your strength. But it isn't about brute force or something. The fiery protection we've been talking about will help nurture you on this journey. Think about it, maybe you're afraid of getting hurt again, of being vulnerable. But the Strength card is saying, you've got this. You're strong enough to handle whatever happens. It's about having faith in yourself, trusting that you can navigate this situation with grace and compassion. And with that star energy shining down on you, you know that everything is going to be okay. Just trust yourself, trust the journey, and embrace your inner power. This is so exciting. Remember the fiery protection we talked about in the beginning with the Citrine Dragon? Their feelings for you, your strength, are protected by that. Okay.